Each day, around the world, 1 in 8 people go hungry. Figures show 870 million don't have enough food to eat, meaning they're unable to live normal, healthy and productive lives. The situation has reached a point where experts now say hunger is the largest risk to health, greater than AIDS, malaria and tuberculosis combined. Steve Taravella is from the World Food Programme, the UN's food aid organisation that works in 80 mainly developing countries worldwide.
I think world hunger is one of the greatest problems the globe faces today.
According to the Food and Agriculture Organisation of the United Nations, 98% of the world's hungry live in developing countries. People living in Asia and the Pacific region make up the largest share of the planet's undernourished, more than 560 million people. Africa, though, has the greatest number of countries with the highest categories of hunger. In at least 19 nations, more than a quarter of the population goes hungry.
In many of the countries in Africa, it's a defining problem. It's a great problem that many of them have long struggled to overcome. Some of us are so accustomed to seeing them in that region of the world that they no longer strike us the way they need to. And it's very hard for maybe one crisis to rise above the noise of others.
The Central African Republic is one such place where conflict has forced hundreds of thousands from their homes. Food is scarce for those who fled the fighting.
We are willing, we're able to support, but the presence of the international community in full force is extremely important, and we're at a critical time in this country where that support is immediately required.
Around the world, the figures for children are staggering. 1 in 6 children in developing countries, roughly 100 million kids, are considered to be undernourished, while the growth of as many as 1 in 3 in those countries is stunted. And each year, 3.1 million children under the age of 5 die as a result of simply not having enough food to eat. The WFP runs a school meals programme, feeding 25 million children, with perhaps the only meal they'll get. They also help farmers to increase yields, often buying those crops to feed people in other programmes. But perhaps the greatest long-term challenge that the world faces when dealing with hunger is not funding, but climate change, something a new UN report says is much worse than previously thought.
This report constitutes an alarm clock moment for the world. Everything that we thought we knew on climate change has actually been underestimated, that the effects of climate change will be upon us faster and in a more intense fashion than we had thought.
Scientists say at the current rate, increasing temperatures will cause seas to rise, crops to fail, and push global poverty, and therefore hunger, to an even greater level. But the World Food Programme, at the front line of the fight against hunger, believes it's a fight that can be won.
It's solvable, yes, it's solvable. It remains to be seen. Do we have, as a global community, the will to see an end to this kind of suffering, to put up the resources and the leadership and bring the skills to bear to make it happen?
World hunger isn't something that's going away. Indeed, it's getting worse. Food agencies say only with ongoing funding, political will, and a desire to change will we stand a chance of beating it. Nick Harper, New York.
News that moves. eNCA.com.